Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Today's video is going to be all about the Get Shreddy BND guides by GraceFit UK. I know I promised this in the past, but it is finally coming out today. Essentially what I want to do is go through the guide. I will be doing a little bit of a comparison, how I think it's better, worse, just different than the GraceFit original guides. And I'll also just be talking about the workout breakdowns, how good of a job I think this guide does overall in helping you achieve your fitness goals, and whether I think it's worth the money. But before we even get into that portion of the video, I thought very quickly I would show off these leggings. They were the one thing that I actually managed to get my hands on during the GymShark summer sale. When the sale went live, I wasn't available, so it was like hours into the sale that I even ended up looking, so I'm not surprised that there wasn't a lot left in my size. But I did manage to get these. They are the Vital Seamless leggings in Dusky Pink Marl, and they cost me $61 Canadian. I got them in a size medium after my prior experience with getting a size small in the ombre seamless leggings, which was a disaster. Here's my black thong in all of its wonder. You can see the entire thing while I'm just standing here. But I absolutely love these. I think that the color is adorable. They're very flattering and they're tight in the right places, but not so tight that you feel like your movement is constricted at all. I would compare these to be almost identical to the ombre seamless leggings, which once again, in the pink, those were the ones that were completely see-through, but I also have them in gray, and I absolutely love them. They're my favorite leggings to wear for like heavy lower body days because they're very sweat wicking and they also are not see-through, and I would consider these to be on the same tier as those. Now I am 5'1" and these go right to my ankle and stop. So if you are a tall girl, expect that these might be a little short for you. Also note that when you get them, they look teeny. Like they looked like they were not going to fit me no matter how much I shimmied in, but they're very, very stretchy and super comfortable once you have them on, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. I do wear a size US 4 to 6 in bottoms and opted to go for a medium just because I don't want to risk them being completely see-through, especially if I'm buying them in a sale and I don't want to have to deal with shipping them back. It's just something I wasn't willing to do, and I'm very happy with the medium. But yes, definitely let me know what you think of them. Do you like this color? Do you hate it? I honestly wasn't sure if I would like pink getting them. I think that they're so cute, so feminine. I think with like a big black oversized like long sleeve tee, I think that they could be definitely appropriate for like wearing out of the house, not just going to the gym. But I love them and plan to be wearing them everywhere for the next little while. And with that out of the way, let's get right into the Get Shreddy guide. So the Get Shreddy guide was released, I think a couple of months ago now, maybe a month and a half ago, by Grace Beverly, who of course is the owner and CEO of GraceFit UK, of BND, and also now of We Are Tala. If you want to know information about any of those other companies, I've done videos on all of them. So feel free to check out my videos after this one and just get some more information. But the Get Shreddy guide was essentially supposed to be a guide that you could do in 6 weeks to kind of jumpstart your weight loss for the summer, get into the best shape of your life. You know the spiel. While I don't think that anybody needs to like jumpstart your weight loss or get super ready and super fit for summer, I don't think that that's important. But I do think that, you know, you've been out of the gym for a little while, you're looking for something to kind of bring you back into it. You don't want to go in with no plan whatsoever. Something like this is usually helpful. And I said the same thing about the GraceFit guide. Having a nice structured workout plan can just be very helpful in helping you reach your goals a little bit faster, or if you're new to the gym, can really help you feel more comfortable. You know what you're doing. You can look in advance and look up any things that you think might be a little difficult. Now, this guide is structured as something that is supposed to be done 6 days per week. The workouts are significantly shorter, in my opinion, than the GraceFit guide ones. I would say on average, one day's workout will probably take me anywhere from like 30 to 45 minutes versus the Grace Fit ones could take you like an hour or an hour and 15, especially if you want to like do some cardio after or whatever. So these ones, they are a bit shorter, but obviously if you're new to the gym or working out, 6 days a week is a lot to ask. In the very beginning of the guide, they do also offer some advice on different breakdowns of the workouts if you want to only go 5 days per week, if you want to only go 3 to 4 days per week. So I do think that that's helpful, once again, especially for new people who you're not going to go to the gym 6 days a week when you first start. You're going to be very sore and it's just not realistic. Now, one thing that I feel like should be mentioned, and I'm actually kind of surprised it's not mentioned in the guide, is that if you're somebody who maybe you have a big chunk of time 3 or 4 days a week, but you can't make it 6 days, it's quite possible for you to just combine like a lower and upper body into one day. So for instance, you go 3 days per week, you do lower and upper body one day, you do your like HIIT and core along with like your full body conditioning another day, and then you do another lower and upper day. That is possible. Just know that like your body will be very fatigued the next day, and rather than like, oh, just my legs hurt but my arms are okay, your whole body is going to be very tired. So that's something to consider, but if you do need to condense it, I think that that's a way that would make it possible for you to still be working out all of your body as much as you would be if you were working 6 days a week with only actually having to work out 3 days. Just an option. Now, before I get too carried away here, I guess that I should talk about the price. I live in Canada. Unfortunately, the BND site is basically set up to be North America, UK and Europe, and then the rest of the world. So I get charged in US prices, which is obviously more expensive for us Canadian ladies, but it is only $32.50, which I don't think is unreasonable for a guide like this. I actually think that that price is okay. What you get is a 43-page PDF document that details a little bit of information at the beginning about like what the actual exercises are that you're going to be doing. In terms of like, if it says DB press, it'll give you like a glossary of terms. So DB equals dumbbells, etc. It also gives you some information about the breakdowns, how often you should be working out, what to do if you're really sore, stuff like that. And then essentially the entire rest of the document is just a little picture and a description of what workout you're going to be doing, how many sets, how many reps, and just some advice like make sure your knees don't go over your toes or something like that. So if you've done the Grace Fit guide before or a lot of other influencer-based guides, you're probably pretty used to the Athlete app where the workout is automatically in there. Once you buy it, you just type in your email address and the workouts show up for you. You can track all your information. I lauded this as being one of the most amazing features of the Grace Fit Guide. Makes it so easy to track how much weight you've lifted week over week. It also makes it very easy for you to know where you're at in the guide, because you can just very quickly pull up your app on your phone and see exactly where you are, exactly what you're going to be doing the next day. Now, unfortunately, this guide does not come with that. All you get is the PDF. I personally really dislike that. I think it's a little bit annoying and kind of unfortunate, because obviously you can figure out a way to track it on your own. You can download Excel for your phone and track it that way. You can download any number of apps. Usually you have to pay for them, where they let you track exactly what your workouts were. But I think that it was really nice, and one of the big selling features of the Grace Fit Guide, that you could just have this app that immediately you could download. All of your things would be uploaded into it as soon as you logged in, and you always had the opportunity, no matter where you were, to quickly pull up and check. You could work out anywhere and you always had your guide with you. With a PDF, obviously I have an iPhone, I just save it into my books, but you have to sit there in the gym and like swipe through, find the page that you're on, figure out what your workout is. And then of course, one of the benefits of the app was they could have videos of what the workout you were doing was supposed to look like right in the app. In this, you have to, okay, what am I doing today? I'm going to be doing hip thrusts. Okay, what does that look like? Then you have to go into your web browser, go onto the BND website, go into the members area, log in, and then you have to search for and find the specific workout that you're doing to get a video about it. Having it right in the app, right on the exercise, you can just click, oh, what does it look like? Great. It's obviously a lot more convenient for the end user. Something like that, I think, makes this guide a lot less beginner friendly, because obviously it is going to require them to sit and put in a significant amount of research into, okay, what are all the exercises I'm doing today? Let me look up the videos for all of them in advance so I already know what they are, versus, oh, I got to this one part of the workout, it's hip thrusts. I don't know what that looks like. I'll just look at it right here and then continue on with my workout. So that is something that I definitely like a lot less, and I hope that at some point they do end up expanding it to being an actual app-based guide versus just printed out. Something else that I think is kind of frustrating is I know a lot of other like PDF-based guides will also include pages where you can track. So for instance, if week 1, day 1 is legs and you're doing like leg press and then hip thrust and then squats, you will also have a sheet that's like right after that in your guide that you can print off or just fill in using your phone. It doesn't matter. But so that it will say, okay, leg press, set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, how many reps, how much weight. So it actually already provides you with something so that you can just fill it in and it matches up with the guide that you're doing. I think something like that, even if they didn't have the app coverage, would still make it a lot easier and a lot nicer to use from, once again, an end user perspective. Now, one thing I will say about this guide, I do think that the exercises are more interesting and beneficial than the original Grace Fit guides. I did find that those ones, they get a little bit repetitive in terms of what exercises you're doing. There's a lot of repeat and things that repeat through the entire guide. Like you're doing the same warm-up the entire time no matter what. That can obviously be boring unless you change it up on your own. But this guide seems to have a lot more variation. I so far have really enjoyed the exercises. I think that a lot of them are going to be a lot more helpful in achieving your end goals than some of the ones in the original guide. But that could also just be due to more research put into it. The other one is a few years old now, so we just know more about like what builds certain body parts, what helps burn more calories, etc. This guide does also include full body conditioning days, which I think are very helpful, and I have always kind of added those in even when doing other guides or just doing my own thing, because I do think that it's important sometimes to like work your body as a whole versus obsessing over one specific body part. And I think as a society we've gotten too entrenched in, oh, I have to work out my butt 6 times a week, but I'm only going to do my arms once every 2 weeks or something like that. So I think having full body days and having like HIIT and core days versus just doing upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, I think that that's very helpful. So all in all, I would say that I do think for $32.50, if you live in the US, a bit more if you live in Canada, but I do think that that's a fair price for the structure of the guide. Once again, I wish it came with an app. It does not, and that's too bad. But I do still think that it's worth the money, and I do still think that the results that you're gonna get from this are going to be pretty good and be worth it. Now, it's structured as a 6-week guide. You can, of course, repeat it as many times as you want, or do this, do a little bit of something else or your own thing, come back to this after a while, because obviously varying your workouts can also be very helpful for your body, so you're not just working the exact same muscles over and over again on repeat. It's always good to mix things up. But with all that being said, if you have purchased either the Grace Fit guides or any of the new BND guides like the Get Shreddy or the Workout Bible or Weight Loss Bible, any of those, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of them and if you've enjoyed them. If you have before and after shots on your Instagram, tag that down below. I would love to go check them out. Also, let me know what you think of these leggings. Like I said, I really like them. Obviously, one thing, the camel toe is out. That is the case with absolutely every pair of GymShark leggings. You just have to embrace it. If it offends you, look away. It's not my problem. Now, if you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed and would like to, please hit the big red subscribe button down below and be sure to hit the little bell notification button. It will let you know every time I post, and that is usually every single Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, just like always, and I hope you have a fantastic week. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!